Alright, so I found another Ken Carson session for his song Jennifer's Body, and we're going to go ahead and break it down and see how he got his sound. So let's go ahead and hop into Pro Tools and get started. Right, so before we break down the actual session, I want to first show you the before and the after. So this is raw, no plugin.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
And now after we enable the plugins, this is what it sounds like.
Two things I ain't ever seen. A nigga that beat a gun and the bitch I need. If I go broke, I'm taking your fines, yeah, bitch I need it. Yeah, you the whole book on how to get rich and you ain't even read it.
Right, so looking at this session, it might look a little crazy and a little hectic, but it's actually not that crazy. So these 4 tracks are being used to comp their vocals, and basically on these tracks they're sending it all to one bus with a bunch of plugins that are mixing all the vocals. So all these other tracks don't matter and pretty much are just there to be there. You could delete these if you guys wanted, but I want to keep it original like they had it, just so I don't mess anything up. And if you guys want to look at this session for yourselves or just get the preset, it'll all be available on my website. But to quickly break down the actual session, on these tracks that they're using to comp the vocals, all I have is Autotune Pro. So these are the settings that he used on this song, but I'm pretty sure they probably change on every song. So if you guys are going to copy this, to keep that in mind that it might not sound good for your vocals, make sure to adjust it to your vocals because not everybody has Ken Carson vocals. Right, so they're sending all these tracks into one bus where they have an EQ to take out the lows. They have another EQ, which is the FabFilter 2, but unfortunately I don't have the 2. I only have 3 and 4, so it's not going to load. But the next plugin is a compressor. This is a Kramer Pi. After that, it's a C4. This is a multi-band compressor, and then they have an exciter by Waves. Then they're moving on to a de-esser to control those harsh E's and S's. Then they have a SSL channel, probably to clean up the vocals a bit more. Then they have a SSL comp, this is another compressor. Then they have a CLA76, another compressor. Then they're finishing it out with a SS1 imager, probably just to spread it out and give it some depth. But after that, they have a bunch of buses that they're sending it out to. And basically all these buses is like reverb, delay, and like exciters. You'll see when I scroll down, it has a bunch of these buses. And basically all this is like a short delay, medium delay, long delay. They have a doubler on one track. They have a reverb, R-verb, pre-standard. Then they have a parallel compression. And basically these were all the buses that were up there. So as you can see when I play the vocals, it matches up. So pretty much after that, there's not really much else. I think there's a master. The master has plugins on it, but I don't have my UID interface, so I can load the plugins, but it's not going to let me really do much with it. Then they're going to this plugin. I've never used it. I guess it's like a compressor. Then they're also using this plugin, which is a Neve limiter compressor. I never used this plugin also, so I'm not too sure. But like I said, the rest of the session is kind of just there to be there. They're not really doing anything. And as far as the beat track, all they really did was take it down 11 decibels so they have some headroom to fit Ken in the song. Again, if you guys want to look at this session for yourself or just get the preset, it'll be on my website, linked below. Comment down below what artists' sessions you want to see next. I have like a bunch from like Lil Uzi, Future, Juice WRLD, a bunch more. So comment down below and I'll see if I can get one of their sessions. But until next video, that'll be it.